don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. It's just a palette. It's just a palette. It's a beautiful palette. It's a beautiful palette. Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, full disclosure, I did originally try to film this video a little while ago, but watching it back, I realized that I am a really shitty swatcher. I'm gonna do it a different way so you guys can actually see the product and not just me like trying to like figure out how to move my arm in order for you guys to see the swatches. However, I am still really hyped about this palette. I don't even know. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the JACLYN Hill palette. I can't even begin to tell you how beautiful the shades in this palette look. They are stunning. Not to mention, like, the packaging is so nice. If any of you guys have ordered from Morphe in the past and have ordered their original palettes, they look something like this. And now it's obviously very dirty because I do use it occasionally. There's a noticeable difference between the collab and their regular palettes. This is the only palette I currently have. I did have the 35P palette, but I'm not entirely sure what happened to it. Whoops. But this is the 35B palette, and I just want to show you guys the inside of this first so you can get a clear idea of what a Morphe palette usually looks like. So it looks something like this. This isn't my favorite palette. Not saying that the palette is bad at all, because it's actually a very good palette, and I do like Morphe's eyeshadows. They are a little streaky, meaning like they don't really go on well without a primer. But with a primer, they look beautiful. They are very buildable, which is very good. If they don't look as pigmented as you would like them to be, you can always just put more product as you would like on there. But I do come to this palette occasionally for bright and colorful looks. But this palette is beyond words in, like, beauty. It's beyond words in, like, packaging wise. It's so beautiful, and the back actually has the Morphe JACLYN collab thing on it, and now I'm just gonna do the grand reveal. Most of you guys probably seen like other beauty YouTubers like show off this palette. I'm like a small minority in this community, but my god. Can we, like, just take a minute to appreciate the glory and majesty of this palette? There is literally every single color of the rainbow on here. Not only that, but the metallics and the shimmer shades look bomb AF, so I'm really excited to swatch these guys for you today. Technically, this is an Instagram made me buy it kind of video because I honestly didn't know about this palette until after it initially launched, which is shocking because I literally am on like the beauty side of Instagram like all the time, so you would think I would know about this, but I didn't. And when I saw like videos of people swatching it and everything, I was like, I need this palette. So this video is going to be an Instagram made me buy it type of thing. But hopefully it will be worth it. Just looking at it, I think it's just worth to have in like a collection because it's so stunning. Enough about the look of the palette, let's get into the actual product itself. So I'm going to swatch the top row of the palette for you guys, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is the first row swatched on my arm, and as you can see, the metallic ones are like incredibly pigmented, and the two matte ones are not so much, which is a little disheartening. All the metallics are like, oh my god, super blinding, so that's good. I'm a little disappointed by the matte ones. They don't look as nice as I would have initially thought. However, I am not wearing a primer on my arm at all, so I would assume that with a primer, they would look really, really pretty. And this is the second row on my other arm, and as you can see, the mats on this one are a little bit more pigmented than the ones on the first row. Maybe because they're darker colors, I'm not entirely sure. But the metallics, again, look absolutely stunning and super pigmented, as does this red matte one. Again, there's no primer on my arm. These are the shades as they would appear on regular unprimed skin. They do look stunning. I just wish that these mattes were just a tiny bit more pigmented. However, like I said before, you can easily build them up and they will look really, really nice. So already I'm a little bit disappointed in it, but not, I'm not like totally like, oh, I hate this product so much, because I don't. I think the colors are beautiful, and like I said, the shades that maybe aren't as pigmented could be easily built up. So now I'm going to swatch the third and fourth row for you guys on clean arms, sort of. They kind of stained a little bit, which is kind of weird. But my fingers are clean, so that's good. And once again, no primer on my arms. I just want to make that very clear. There is no primer. None. Zero. Zero primer on my arms. So let's watch the third row. Okay guys, so here we have the third row. I had to swatch the mattes on this row twice because the pigmentation just was not there for me. However, again, the metallic shades are super pretty. They are a little flaky, if I can get in there and you guys can see, especially this one. It's like flaking off my skin. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. However, I do think the shades in this row are gorgeous. This cranberry plum shade is calling my name. I think it's gorgeous. I do like these colors, but so far, just like the hype for it is just, you know, not there for me. I don't really know, but we still have 2 more rows to go. Okay, so for some reason, the fourth row swatched so much better than the past 3 rows, which I thought was really, really weird. I don't really know why. Again, unprimed arm. This purple and this blue are absolutely stunning. I am, like, kind of living for it. Not gonna lie, and the rest of these brown shades are so, so nice. These are all with 1 finger swatch, which is, like, so insane, because the rest, like, the first 3 rows were, like, not as initially as pigmented on first swatch as these guys were, which is kind of baffling. I don't really know why. I don't know if it was the way I was swatching them or anything. I have no idea. But these are really, really nice. So we just have 1 more row. Alright guys, this is the very last row. And I am kind of living for the first 3 colors. I think those were absolutely stunning. The last 4 took about 2 swatches to get the kind of pigmentation that I wanted, and the black one was just, oh my god, not good. Swatching it was a nightmare. I swatched it around 4 times to get it to the pigmentation that I wanted it, because the first swatch was god-awful. So the black just is not doing it for me. The rest of the colors are absolutely gorgeous. So now I think it's time to give my final thoughts. So the hype that I had for this palette unfortunately died down slightly. I still think the packaging is absolutely stunning. I mean, I can't get over how beautiful the color scheme is, and I think it is safe to say that there is no other palette that I know of out there that has such a versatile color scheme and has so many looks that you can create with it. And just the overall packaging is like a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it's absolutely stunning, this palette. However, pigmentation wise, I don't think it lives up to the hype. I don't know. I just don't think that the pigmentation is anything special. I think the pigmentation is about, you know, anything that you would see in a regular Morphe palette, though the metallics are absolutely stunning. The metallics are gorgeous. I think that those swatched the best out of everything. I didn't use a primer. I kept saying it. I will keep saying it. I did not use a primer. I'm sure with a primer all of them will look great. I just wanted to see how they would look like without a primer and just by themselves. And for me, it's not there. The pigmentation is not there, and it's really disappointing. I expected there to be a really like bam kind of pigmentation, just from all like the swatches I've seen other people do, and from like the hype that the palette has been getting. Overall, I think the palette is great as a collector's item, like I said in the beginning of this video. The color scheme is wonderful. Nothing like anything I've ever seen in any other makeup palette. It takes a few swatches to get the kind of pigmentation that I want, but that does mean that it is buildable, which is good. But do I think it is worth the insane amount of hype that it's been getting? I'm like indifferent on it. That is my review on the JACLYN Hill palette. I will be doing a look using this palette in a future video. Overall, this palette is great. I really think it's a good palette. I don't think that it is worth the excessive hype. This palette is a good collector's item, and I am really happy that I have it in my collection, and I'm definitely going to be using it. So I would say that it was worth the buy. That's all I got. That's all I can do. That's all I can say. Alright, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't, I'm sorry that my opinions offend you. Please subscribe if you haven't already and you like my face. And hit that little notification bell. And that's it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.